This short video aims to argue that the separation between religion and political power is not a contingent normative principle, but a conceptual requirement arising from the nominalist critique of the ontology of power. Drawing on Marsilius of Padua, Guilherme de Ockham, and Thomas Hobbes. It is argued that all political theology rests on the illegitimate reification of universals, state, church, divine law, to which transcendent authority is attributed. Nominalism dissolves these foundations by reducing such entities to manes, that is, linguistic constructions without their own ontological realities. The consequence is a conception of the state as an artificial, functionally immanent entity, incompatible with any theological foundation. Theology, in this context, is not a partner of politics, but its conceptual obstacle. All political theology starts from a fundamental ontological error, the assumption that abstract concepts possess real existence and intrinsic authority. State, church, Christendom, divine law are treated as entities endowed with will, purpose, and normative power. This reification allows political power to be presented as a necessary expression of a transcendent order, immune to criticism. Against this structure, Marsilius of Padua, Guilherme of Ockham, and Thomas Hobbes operated a conceptual rupture that did not aim to reform theology, but to render it irrelevant to politics. What is at stake is not the coexistence of faith and power, but the exclusion of theology as the foundation of authority. Nominalism and the deconstruction of the metaphysics of power. Ockhamist nominalism affirms that only singular individuals exist. Universals are not realities, but names, nomina, produced by language. This thesis destroys the metaphysical basis of political theology, which depends on the existence of universal entities endowed with their own authority. If the Church is only a name, then there is no sacred or natural entity to be obeyed. If divine law is a name, then there is no transcendent name that can impose itself on civil power. Political theology collapses because it loses its ontological object. Nominalism does not refute argumentative theology, it renders it empty. The political neutralization of religion. Marsilius does not seek to harmonize faith and power. He removes religion from the field of authority. Political power does not derive from God, from revealed truth, or from any spiritual instance. It derives exclusively from the function of maintaining civil peace. Law does not express a superior moral order, it expresses collective decision oriented towards practical ends. Religion, deprived of coercive jurisdiction, is reduced to the sphere of private belief and non-binding persuasion. This reduction is not moderate but strategic. By denying religion any normative competence, Marsilius prevents it from operating as a political foundation. Theology ceases to be dangerous because it ceases to be relevant. Theology as a language without authority. In Ockam, the critique becomes even more radical. Theology not only lacks political power, it lacks ontological foundations. Its concepts do not designate realities, but linguistic constructions that cannot generate obligation. There is no mystical body with its own will. There is no universal spiritual authority. There is no accessible divine order as a political norm. The theological insistence on governing is not an expression of truth, but of semantic abuse, word treated as things, and names as power. The systematic exclusion of theology from politics. Hobbes takes this critique to the limit. The state is neither neutral, nor divine organic. It is an artificial person, the commonwealth, it is neither natural, nor divine, nor organic. It is an artificial person created by an act of language, the pact. Its authority does not derive from truth, but from attribution. The Hobbesian solution is not theological, but linguistic and political, to subject religious discourse to sovereign authority. Not because the sovereign possesses religious truth, but because there cannot be two centers of legitimate naming. Not for theological reasons, but because politics demands a monopoly on legitimate naming. Theology dangerous for Hobbes not because it is false in a metaphysical sense, but because it produces competing discourses of authority. Divine law and sovereign command cannot coexist, as they introduce two incompatible normative centers. In Hobbes, political theology is eliminated not by religious censorship, but by conceptual economy. The convergence between Marsilius, Ockham, and Hobbes allows us to understand this formulation, this central thesis, that state is merely a name, an effective name. It possesses no essence, transcendent mission, or sacred value. It exists as a linguistic convention sustained by organized coercive practices or absolute truths. The historical separation between religion and power was not an institutional agreement, nor a moral compromise, it is a logical consequence of the rejection of metaphysical entities. Where there are no real universalas, there can be no transcendent authority. Marsilius neutralized religion, Ockham empties it ontologically. Hobbes systematically excludes it from politics. The result is not an atheist state, but a state conceptually immune to theology. Politics ceases to seek enlightenment in heaven because it discovers that there was never anything there could govern the earth. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment and like, History of Ideas.